At this time, I need a motion to open the floor to the public.
I'd like to make a motion to open the floor to the public.
I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So approved. If you would, come up to the mic, state your name and address, remarks within 3 minutes, and we'll try and move the meeting along, you know, because there's a lot of people here who want to speak tonight. Yeah, they should.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, yeah.
Okay. Good evening.
You got to speak into the mic, unfortunately, that's just the way
Good
it works.
evening, Your Honor, Aldermen, ladies and gentlemen. I look around this room tonight.
Can you just, first, everyone that's in line, name and address first.
Karen Peterson, 18721 John Avenue. Ladies and gentlemen, I look around this room tonight and I see an awful lot of people that have benefited from Mayor Welch's pro-business stance. I would like to commend the mayor for that. I am a beneficiary of that myself, as are all of you. And I think that you need to keep things in perspective and be thankful for his ability to bring business to our town. That being said, I am extremely troubled by the alleged abuse of power, especially in this struggling economy. But this abuse began, in my opinion, 4 years ago when the council voted to triple their salaries after raising our taxes. Now we hear that Mayor Welch has purchased untold personal items on the taxpayers' dime. I sincerely hope if these purchases took place, you will make it right by us, Your Honor. We expect to be reimbursed if that is the case. One would think that as the highest paid mayor in the south suburbs, you could easily have afforded to purchase these on your salary. One would also think that you would take the job of liquor commissioner for absolutely no charge to the taxpayers, as is done by the mayor of Homewood. Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So said Lord Acton in 1887. This serves as a warning to those currently in power on this dais, to those here tonight who seek to take power for themselves. This council has voted to remove 4 key positions within the city government, and according to the mayor, more than 4. The director of finance, the city manager, the public relations and community relations director positions were not chosen for elimination by accident. They were chosen because they offer we, the taxpayers, accountability for your actions, aldermen. Without these positions, the city council could do as you pleased and spend as you want without any oversight. Take heed, aldermen. We, the taxpayers of Country Club Hills, are watching all of you. We will not, all of you, we will not allow corruption or misspent funds going forward. And we expect a lot more from you than ever before. And one last thing, if you really care about Country Club Hills, for starters, why not voluntarily return to your old salaries? Thank you.
I live at 1842 Poplar Lane. After watching on TV and at these council meetings, I see a lot of posture. Give it up. If you want to be With the taxpayers, everybody said, I want to do for the taxpayers, then do it. $9,000 per alderman for expense report? Baby, I'm not trying to pay for your college tuition, your taxes, so you can drive around in Cadillac, so you can go see your honeydew on the other side of town. Okay? I have a one-budget household. I got to make it do on that money. I suggest you do it on that. $9,000? Please, I say $5,000 per ward. 25, but since we got to have 10 aldermen, 25 for you, 25 for you. Make it work. All this other up here, please, 36,000. I don't see nary one of you worth 36,000. Don't want me to talk, so do the math. I can save a whole lot of money. I can eliminate. And if you can't do the budget right, let me do it. By the time I get through cutting, you'll be crying. Get it together, stop all the posturing. I'm doing this for the residents. I can't say what I want to say. But I'm sure all of you got the drift because the manure is knee-deep. You sit up here, you posture, and ain't nothing getting done. Give me a break. My taxes are going up. My water bill is going up. Food is going up. And, oh, I forgot. Your salaries are going up. Eliminate 9,000. You don't need it. I'm not trying to pay for everything. I'm being pimped enough by Crook County. I don't need to get pimped by a country club.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Burdell Edwards from 18660 Walnut Avenue. I'm here because I was in Detroit on Thursday night and I was totally embarrassed about the way the council carried out. And I'm here tonight to offer my support for the proper government of this city. We, the citizens of Country Club Hill, feel that if you investigate any of us, anyone on the council or in the neighborhood, you will find dirty rags to expose. But if our dirty rags are used to meet the needs of the citizens and enhance the lives of our deprived population, they should be counted as blessings and not punishment. Our city has progressed tremendously since I've been here, and I've been here 25 years. Businesses, job opportunities, economic development, fair housing, new and upgraded schools, expanded and improved police and fire departments, to name a few of the growth developments we've experienced. The mayor has a great desire to improve the lives of our youth, the unemployed, the uneducated, the needy, and troubled citizen. I've experienced it. What's so beautiful is his willingness to help whenever you're in trouble. Be it snow problems, excessive heat, trouble in the neighborhood, kids in trouble with the law, kids in need of money for education, camping programs, trips, and food to occupy their idle minds when they are free from school. You name it, he's there to extend a helping hand. I feel whatever crimes you are charging the mayor with should have first been handled in a town hall meeting with those of us who are part of the government of this city. You see, this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from this earth. Although Abraham Lincoln has perished, his words are still true today. Government by the people and not by individuals who have their own agenda. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Copeland. I stay at 19011 Chestnut Country Club Hills. My question is to you, Mayor Welch. I called your office Thursday. I didn't get a call back. I was sitting here in a meeting and you said crime is down. May 12th, my son got shot in the back walking down the street at 188th and Cypress. Okay, on his daughter's birthday, and she's 3. He's a good kid. He's into his child. I have a $1,700 ambulance bill that I would wonder if you can help me pay that, since you did trunk parties and other hospital bills. I'm not here to get on you. I demand justice. Okay?
I understand that.
I demand justice because he's a miracle. He got shot in the back twice walking home like he was a dog. It was a coward that shot him. I gave all the information to the detectives. They haven't picked up 3 of the people, and I'm the one that gave them the information. But your police, I hope that the mismanagement, that you don't have enough police, or you need more detectives, because I did the footwork, okay? And my kid, I'm a heart patient. I'm having panic attacks, scared to walk down the street. I'm gonna protect myself. I told your chief when we was at South Suburban Hospital to get these people off the street. They are terrorizing Country Club Hills, getting away with it. It's not on the news. The Chicago crime has came out here to Country Club Hills. I done gave the people's name. They haven't even questioned them, okay? They telling me that the state need more evidence, but if I go bust their windows out, they coming to lock me up, okay? If I sit up and go do something crazy, they coming to lock me up. I demand justice. My kid's credit is not going to be messed up because of this. We are victims. I'm terrorized. I have to move up out of Country Club Hills, and I didn't mean to come here like this, but I don't know what else to do. Your police is not doing their job. I want them arrested, or it's going to be problems. I am 56 years old. I do not care anymore, okay? Because they tell you you're supposed to tell the police what you going to do, what they going to do. They not doing anything for us. I gave them all the information. I know the people that did this. They threatened my kid that day. If I threaten you tonight and you end up shot, Mayor Welch, tonight, they coming to get me. So if it was a homicide, they would have arrested the people. I have too many bills. My kid is not going to be scared. He needs a bulletproof vest because this is the second time he got shot in Country Club Hills. Shot at March 2011. He drove himself to the police station because his friend got shot.
Unfortunately, I'm going to cut you off because there's a lot of people want to speak, and the chief of police is standing over in the corner.
She knows me.
Well,
I know she's there.
I trust her judgment on these things, and she will talk to you.
Sir, it's been May 12th, and the people have not been questioned. My son could be dead.
I can't answer that, but she will.
Okay, are you going to pay his bills? What do I need to do?
I can't answer that, but the chief will talk to you after the meeting.
Okay.
No.
I've been praying. That's why I'm standing there.
My name is Duncan Gill, 4625 West 176th Street. I was shocked, I was stunned to learn that Memorial Day was canceled. I'm a Korea veteran. My friend and classmate from first grade all the way through high school went to Korea, came home in a body bag. I was one of the lucky ones. It's not for me, it's for those who made the ultimate sacrifice. You can point the fingers all you want at who made the announcement to cancel Veterans Day, Memorial Day, but you guys turned the money off. That's why we didn't have Memorial Day. And I think that's a shame. And my second point is, we heard a lot of talk about saving money in the budget. Back last spring, somebody mentioned, $1 million. Well, if you saved $1 million in the budget, and you don't spend that money anyplace else, you owe it to give it back to the taxpayers.
Did 1.5 million.
No, that was.
You actually put $2 million in the tax rebate program.
Guys, the citizens have the mic. Just let them
The
speak.
tax rebate was passed, and I got my money long before Memorial Day, so don't give me that. Now, if you saved money and didn't spend it anywhere else, you got to give it back to the taxpayers. If you spend it someplace else, you did absolutely nothing for the taxpayers. We had a balanced budget, and all you did was some political revenge to take out some top people. That's the end of my report.
Thank you. My name is Russell Calloway. I live at 19020 South Willow Avenue. I've been there since July 1986. I have enjoyed 25 years, country club years. And my wife and I lived, we had 2 kids, and we sent them through the school system here. They went on to Rich Central and then went on to college and stuff like that. Unfortunately, one of my sons died in 2006. I am, I like change. I know change is inevitable. But to me, to change something means that you got something else to put in its place, either better or something that's going to, that you can work on. I've heard a lot of arguments up here, and all the arguments was about what was wrong here and what was wrong there. Okay, if you're going to straighten it out, then get something to put in its place. Get something better to put in its place. Don't just haphazardly say this is wrong and I got to throw this person out, I got to throw that person out. To make a long story short, I just want to say that we talk about our departments around here. I had a fire in 2002. My garage burned down. And it almost caught my house. But I called the fire department, and would you believe the fire department was there in about 2 minutes. And I couldn't, and then a month later, I read in the paper where people was complaining about 2 fire departments in Country Club here. We got 16,000 people here. And lastly, I would like to say that, now you're laying everybody off, you're hurting 3 generations. You're hurting the young kids because you cut the mentoring service. Yes, you did. You cut the mentoring service.
Guys, let the man speak.
You cut the mentoring service, then you're laying off people here at Country Club, that's middle-aged people that don't have jobs anymore. And consequently, my wife and I go to the health club, and we use the service of the Oak Club bus service to go to the health club. The last 2 or 3 weeks, we couldn't get it because they didn't have enough drivers. So all I'm saying is just think about what you're doing. Because you're really tearing the city up. And I love this city. A lot of people don't realize it, but I've enjoyed this city. I've experienced a lot of things. I've been a mentor here ever since I've been here. Regardless whether I'm in a structured organization or not, I'm still a mentor. I'm a mentor to the kids, and I think you're doing the kids a disservice. I think you're doing the senior citizens a disservice. And like I said, you're the middle class. Congratulations, y'all got all 3 groups. Thank you.
Mayor, I think you can let them know that no service was cut and the bus service is watch is here. So.
You have your turn. You don't need to speak out of turn. Let the public speak. Ma'am.
Good evening. My name is Sharon, 4147 Cambridge Circle. This is my first council meeting in a long time.
Sharon, what was your last name, please?
Logan, L-O-G-A. This is my first council meeting in a long time. I heard them say something, a remark earlier about the television and You know, it's embarrassing. Unfortunately, most of us probably wouldn't have been here if it wasn't on television, which is embarrassing. I'm not into finances and budgets and all of that. I do work for Ada S. McKinley. We're responsible for sending 1,800 African, not just African American, low income, first generation students to school a year. And I have personally came to the office. I've never spoke with the mayor, offering my services for free, college placements in the schools. And I really came today for the young people because I do have a teenager named him, Logan, who is a very good kid, and I'm worried about him staying a good kid in Country Club here. We are co-parenting around. A lot of people have mingled together and they're living together now with the economy like it is. But he was in school. He was in school district 160. I see a very familiar face. He couldn't have made it in the school district without this young lady right here that's in the second row. But for a whole 10 months, I have a special needs child speech. And I heard that patient committee. But we don't need that, I got a big mouth. For 10 months, from September to, what's your name, Mom? From September to this month, it took that long and I still haven't got an IE for his speech. He's going to speech, but that's unacceptable when you hear as a parent who's not into government, who's not into any of this, who knows that I have, just because I live here, I have offered my services. I've called on more than one occasion. I do poetry. Let's do a poetry in the park. Let's do it before. The prices are outrageous to be able to do it, to be able to afford to do it. But, I mean, with the school district, with being here, you know, I'm more concerned about my son. I don't want him to get shot in the back, fucking around, messing around with Country Club Hill. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that we are sitting out here and I work with kids that they barely made it. We're trying for him not to be a statistic. We're trying for them. He has 4 people that are Alderman Locket's neighbors. There are four boys in that house. And they're single parents. And there's nothing for them to do there. There's nothing for them to do. I have plenty to do at Country Club Hills. I can hit a bar on every corner. I don't complain. I don't drink and drive. We don't have a problem. But there's nothing for them to do. I can go to Walmart to the grocery store. I'm not interested in another grocery store coming. I'm interested in some type of fun environment for them to have a conducive learning environment. I want my son to be able to have the special needs. We got $8 million. The speech therapist needs a secretary so she can get back to me. You understand what I'm saying? We can't sit and talk about all of these things and not talk about the most important thing. And the most important thing, I paid, and my family paid for 8 years, Country Club Hills Cougars. And then they say we're not part of the partition. Well, why they call Country Club Hills Cougars? We paid $200+ for 8 years for him to play in the Cougar. And now to be able to have a football player all over again, I'm looking for a 5-year-old to go back into that again. Gas is $4 a gallon. So I'm just looking at you like this is gibberish to me. Now it's important gibberish, but it's gibberish. And
I have to do this to you, unfortunately.
I'm finishing up. Okay,
but love to meet with you afterwards and talk about programming because we've got some people interested in doing more programming. We met today. We've got 25 kids coming in tomorrow to do more things with.
That's fine. I can talk.
And no, but I don't want to kick you out of here. I'm just saying that we need to bring it to close because we've got a few people yet to go.
Talk after this. Get the kids.
Yeah, just stick around afterwards.
Stop.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Walnut. I'm with Waggett, 18108 Edwards, Country Club. Go back in time and try to remember the pictures of Country Club Hills before Mayor Welch took on the position of mayor. The town had appeal, but change had come to a town which seemed to have reached its potential. New development, more jobs, open opportunity, justified upward mobility, and a meaningful governmental influence launched as a consequence of Mayor Dwight Welch taking on the position. The people who came to live in Country Club saw him not as what's appearing today, but as a strong, committed leader for their future and the future of this municipality. Individuals who originally settled in Country Club were aging. Their children or their children's children had no intentions of staying in Country Club, yet along came an individual striving to continue his legacy as a residential area, relatively free from crime, and a great place to raise a family, educate your children, and live comfortable. Change has come in a good manner to Country Club Hills. In spite of an economy falling and failing, Country Club Hills continues to grow due to the unyielding commitment of Mayor Welch and the responsible aldermen throughout the years. It is sad to see and witness such hostility, bitterness, and outright blindness to our growing, beautiful city. Those who wish to destroy and blame all the successes on this man's love of our city and unsatisfactory light should be ashamed of themselves. For those who can hear me, please focus on what you honestly see, not on the twisted internal hidden agendas of some unsuccessful men who have not honored the positions they were voted to perform. I know Mayor Welch to have assisted people of Country Club with a variety of new opportunities. I know that new businesses have come here. I know that we're dealing with a beautification plan second to none in the south suburbs. I understand that we have resistance to older citizen flight due to the fact that they feel safe here. We have continually launched new businesses. He has supported the elderly and the children in schools. The list goes on if people are simply honest. Young people in this city, as the folks who come ahead of me have indicated, were promised even positions. As a consequence of some of the cuts that were done recently, these young people who are going on to college have been stopped, dead in their tracks. We have to look beyond what our own personal agendas are. We have to do what the people have indicated you should do. I took time to look up what the position of an alderman was. And I took time to figure out exactly how do you remove an alderman who chooses not to do the duties of an alderman. I'd like to further investigate this at another meeting. But as a member of Ward 2, I've noticed that the aldermen that we have not come to my home as they've done prior to this election. I've noticed that they've not had the opportunity of witnessing and helping each individual. I've noticed a hostile spirit, you might say, and that needs to stop. If you're voted in by the people, you are the representative for the people. One of the things our great president said when he came here to Chicago after taking on the position of one of the greatest positions in the world, he indicated, I know some of you guys out here did not vote for me, but in spite of that, I'm still your president. In spite of the fact that possibly some people might not have voted for you, you're still our alderman. Let's help all the citizens. Let's not stop individuals. Let's not throw away services or undermine opportunities or governmental positions because of our own agendas. Let's start working together and let's keep this city going. Thank you.
My name is Theaster Shelton, and I live at 4119 West 178th Street. I'm not here to throw rocks at anybody, because as far as I'm concerned, I think our politicians, and that's all of them, have got their role out of order. This is not charity. Charity is at church. How dare any politician think that I haven't got a raise? I don't get a raise in my salary. They have I give them the right to wine and dine people. When I take somebody, I pay for it. I don't go in other people's pocket and ask them to pay for me. I think all you guys have got the role you play out of order. We're the boss. You're not the boss. You don't take somebody lunch on my money. How dare I put my hand in your pocket and say I'm going to take someone the lunch on you? You want to take somebody lunch, you pay for it. Don't expect, I don't get a raise. Don't expect me to pay for it. I think all you guys are guilty. Because I think all you guys got it out of order. You think you say over here, you my boss? No. We call the shot. You're paying out of my pocket. That's all I got to say. I think all you guys are lazy. Realize who you're working for. You're not working for you're working for me.
My name is Alfred Ross. I live at 17547 Chestnut Avenue, Country Club Hills. and I have lived there since 1981. And I voted for the mayor when I first came here. He was a policeman or something. Anyway, people have got up here and gave all kind of accolades regarding, you can tell the ones for the mayor, you can tell the ones for the councilman. Hey, I look at it this way. What has anybody up here done for the schools of Country Club Hills? Schools don't come first here in this place. When I came here in 1981, my job sent me here, and they gave a list of names of towns and areas to live in, and the schools were good. But if you bring up Country Club Hills and now I'm talking about a school, it's not on the list anywhere. The schools. As for what the mayor has done, hey, that's a matter of opinion, what the mayor has done. I'm not going to knock anybody, but if we sit down and get our schools better, a lot of this stuff would pass, and you start thinking for yourself and stop letting other people think for you. Think for yourself for a change. You know, they sit up and tell you anything. Some of them tell you anything, and you go along believing it. You know, like, I did this, I did that, I did. Hey, that's a matter of opinion, who you talking to about what you did. You know, I know some people that are Auburn. I go to them and I holler at them, and they holler at me back. And it's over with, you know, and things will get done. But to put the blame on one person, a lot of blame can go on one person here, and he used to be a policeman. Thank you, I'm done.
My name is Arthur Mooring. I live at 18639 South Laramie in Country Club Hills. I've been a resident for 21 years, and I built my house here. Along with my family, I have 2 kids who went to school here, one currently in school, and I have a 33-year-old. The problem I got right now is that, look at this room, look around you. I have never seen as many folks in our city out here. If you really want to get this together, then do this more often. Get off your butt and come. This man right here, the mayor, was the one who I came up to because I didn't like what was going on in my neighborhood. And he said, well, why don't you get involved? So I became a zoning board commissioner. Later, because I was involved, I became a park district commissioner, which I have another set of concerns, but we're going to have that, I think, as long as we live, okay? And I'm also your insurance broker, which I just heard we're going to make some changes. Well, that's good, as long as they're good. So if I saved the city $400,000 last year, off of what they're doing, they got a plan that any and everyone that comes to this city that's trying to get my job has presented. So make your changes and know what you're talking about. All of us. Review. Go and do your homework. Because that's what I do when I do my job. And I get paid on commission, meaning that I have to work. Okay? But at the end of the day, we need to come together because we like the city. We love the city. Yes, we have a lot of things going on. We can correct them if we come together. I thank you.
Good evening. My name is Tom Blazek, 18201 Patrick. I've been a resident here for 40 years. I've seen a lot of change. Most of it good, some of it not, but that's normal. Been a lot of heady things handed to you tonight. In that category, the only thing I can say is these gentlemen and ladies need to get their act together. The only way that's going to happen is if we raise our voices. This is only my second time at the council meeting in all these years. As the gentleman just said, it's time. What I had to say originally is quite light in comparison to everything else. But it falls back on, I think Mayor Daley said, the broken window syndrome. And I've looked around the city and I get very upset when I see grass that's knee-high and people living in the house. Weeds in the front yard, garbage in their driveways. And when I asked about it, I was told, it's on the list. It took a month to get back to me to tell me, after a second complaint, It's on the list. What list? Whose list? It's our city. If we don't take care of it, if you ladies and gentlemen don't act responsibly, we're going to end up like Harvey, God forbid, robbers.
My name is Will Smith, and I'm an 18-year resident of Country Club Hills. I retired from the Chicago Police Department, and I'm a former alderman of the 5th Ward. I would like to commend the City Council, especially Alderman Burris and Alderman Lockett. And I would appreciate it if you guys would give them a little more time. It took a long time for this city to get to the point that we are at now. So these guys are taking a lot of heat, but I hope that they will keep going and not get discouraged. I sat on this council for 4 years and tried to bring the change that they brought lately. We should even do more, cut more. The misuse, abuse, mismanagement of taxpayers' money was going on back when I was an alderman, and it's still going on now. There's going to be a lot of supporters of the mayor, because there's a lot of patronage going on. A lot of people got their kids on jobs and their wives working for the city. It's got to stop sometime. And I know a lot of people are going to think, hey, they don't know what's in the future. They know they're comfortable with this mayor because he's had them going for so long. He's been in there 20-something years. It's time for a change. Please, be patient. Thank you.
4920 Lake Court. My name is Clifton Graham. I'd just like to start off by saying I've been a resident of the South Suburbs for over 40 years. About 12 years ago, I decided to come to Country Club Hills because of the newsletters that I was reading about Country Club Hills and the growth and opportunity and the great community that it was. When I arrived here at Country Club Hills, I immediately got involved in political volunteering my services because I knew this was going to be the place for me and my kids and my wife to grow. As a volunteer, once again, I found nothing but, to me, corruption. Okay? And for the last 12 years, I've been a resident of Country Club Hills. I've not been able to participate in any of these volunteer commissions anymore. I've been harassed. I've been physically harassed. I've been done, you name it, it's been done to me. Today, I'm honored and happy to have my old friend from Markham step up to the plate, my college buddy step up to the plate to make these necessary changes. And today I'm just going to finish out by addressing what the mayor said that he has done on his introduction so we can get the truth, again, what was going on in our community. He says, if you want to make policy, well, you make policy and you write it down. We have agreed with home rule. He has followed home rule, but to his way that he wants home rule to go. Okay? He says, the money don't go in his pocket, then explain how your foundation for your son get tickets for the theater and sells them to family and friends. You didn't know about the Park District problems when they came, when we took over it, but let alone all the board members were on the Welch team when he left. Where were you at when I mentioned $100,000 worth of golf balls being purchased that was never seen? Inspector General position. If he's an Inspector General, I want to know what his position is, then why is he at City Hall meetings monitoring residents' behavior as a police officer? He is a police officer. Lobbyists. You say you support all these lobbyists. I wonder why Country Club Hills, out of all these other communities, able to get out $100,000 to the casino, to the airport, but other ones are only able to give out $10,000. These are question marks. If you're lobbyists, then why are you lobbying your money at Disney Store for taking our credit cards at the Disney Store? I don't understand that. We are the finest, you say, in the community. I thought so too. But why are we currently we totally look ridiculous. This is an embarrassment not only to the Country Club Hills residents, but it's an embarrassment to the South Suburban. And I've been in that community for over 40 years. I'm totally embarrassed for the success and future that we could possibly have in this community. This is what we're leading up to. This is what our leaders have led us to. You know, I'm glad to see everybody here. This is not the biggest crowd we ever had. But it happens every time these situations come that people want to be shocked We've been telling you for 10 years, and we expect you to listen every time, next time when people speak about these problems. And abuse of power, we see that. So let's do something about it. We can change this whole region if we begin to vote. We have not voted, so let's start voting, okay? Lastly, we need to go back 4 more years to check his credit card, to see what really has been happening. It just hasn't been going on for 1 year. Check 4 more years down behind that. We need to follow up on these things so we can become the better community that I paid 10